Hello, Internet. It was Walt Disney's birthday this week, and so now I'm going to present to you a completely arbitrary number of facts about Disney. I don't know why I did it slow and creepy like that, but I did. Walt Disney was born Walter Elias Disney on December 5th, 1901, but he doesn't have an official birth certificate. So who really knows? Walt Disney was the original voice of Mickey Mouse. Mickey wasn't the mouse's original name. Originally, Disney wanted to call the mouse Mortimer, but his wife said that sounded too pretentious. At Disneyland, the Matterhorn roller coaster has a secret basketball court inside of it for employees to use. In the movie Bambi, there are only 1,000 words of dialogue total. And in the movie Dumbo, the star of the film, you guessed it, Dumbo, doesn't say a single word. I can't scroll down on my computer with these. I'll use my elbow. The youngest Disney princess is Snow White, who is believed to be 14 years old. Too big. Post-Watergate, President Nixon gave his famous "I am not a crook" speech at Disney World's Contemporary Resort in 1973. Fun fact. But I guess these are all fun facts. I think that one's particularly fun. Contrary to rumors, Walt Disney isn't cryogenically frozen in the hopes that future technologies can reanimate him. He's just dead and he was cremated. After the assassination of JFK, Walt Disney refused to lower the Disneyland flag to half-mast. The Disney parks all have a patented smellitzer, which is a device that pumps different scents into the air. For example, they pump vanilla onto Main Street and salt seawater, as opposed to regular seawater, into the Pirates of the Caribbean. If you want to be a Disney princess at one of the theme parks, you gotta fit certain body requirements. All princesses must be between 5'4" and 5'7", and if you want to play Wendy, Tinkerbell, or Alice, you've got to be between 4'11" and 5'2". So, if you're 5'3", like me, you're shit out of luck. In 2010, 2 Disneyland employees killed themselves. One of them was a French chef who scratched onto his wall, "I don't want to go back to Mickey's house," before he hung himself. Pumbaa was the very first Disney character to ever fart in a movie. But he won't be the last. Walt Disney strategically placed all of the trash cans in Disneyland 20 paces apart, which was the average amount of time that it took him to eat a hot dog. Disney didn't attend his father's funeral because he was on a business trip and he didn't want to cut it short. In the 60s and 70s, Disney released educational animated films like The Story of Menstruation. He also released a short film about venereal disease in which chlamydia and gonorrhea wear tiny little hats. In 1938, Walt Disney gave Leni Riefenstahl, a Nazi propagandist and filmmaker, a very friendly tour of Disney Studios. Walt Disney's final written words were Kurt Russell. Alright guys, that's gonna do it for today's Guyism Speed Round. I have been and will continue to be Chet Siegel. These don't smell very good. They don't smell very good at all. Kurt Russell! Minnie out!